Huh. 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 Hello.
Hello.
Hello, and welcome to the Voices from Behind podcast. The podcast where every week we talk about things, films, and other such incredible things. Is this mic on? Am I recording on the right mic? Okay, yeah, good. Uh, I'm one of the hosts, and the other host is there with me. He is in the call. We have the same name, go figure. And every week we discuss films. That's about it. We throw movies. I give a movie to him. He gives a movie to me, and the cycle continues until we eventually die. Uh,
Death is but a sweet release.
yeah, at this point, August is we decided to be the month of hidden gems, if you can call it that. Does that work as a descriptor?
It's difficult because you know what's the word for it? It's difficult to pinpoint what exactly is a hidden gem.
Movies that we think were overlooked. Does that work?
But still, because it's like because most of the movies I give you are movies that have been overlooked and not talked about, even though they should be.
Yeah.
But uh, so that's most of my repertoire. So it's gonna get the
all,
stumbling part.
all the movies you give me are hidden gems. It doesn't make a difference.
Yeah.
Yeah, much like the movie that we're going to talk about later, that I personally think is overlooked, and I read some of the bad reviews on IMDb, and obviously, I'm not, an opinion is something subjective, especially when it comes to films.
Hmm.
But some of these people are fucking stupid. Regardless, what'd you do this week?
Absolutely nothing. Just genuinely nothing. It's the same old of doing nothing. It's nothing. Can you please fucking get this shit over with? Although I have been keeping up with the fucking Facebook shit, and it's can someone please fucking
Which
kill me?
which part of the Facebook shit? Because I've been keeping up with Facebook shit as well.
The Nikki stuff.
Oh,
Because my friends are getting pissed at this point. Everybody's getting pissed. Like this is just come on. She's not gonna achieve anything. You already know this.
for those of you that don't know,
There is yet another protest back home.
Bulgaria is going through like a month long now phase of protesting where
Again. Sorry, it's again.
yeah, it happens once every 7 years or so.
No, once every 2 years.
Okay, yeah, once every two is a better descriptor.
And all of us are just. I get what they're getting mad about, but
Yeah.
really? I
Also,
mean,
elections are in 6 months. Would it kill them to actually get a party together, get it approved, and get people to vote for them if they want to overthrow the government
well,
so bad?
well, it's gonna end up again with the same shit. It's like, oh, I didn't vote for Boyko and his fucking shtick for Boko.
Or
I
I
didn't
didn't
vote.
vote for the other ones.
No, sorry, I didn't vote for Boko. I didn't vote. No one ever fucking votes for Boko, but somehow he gets majority. Either someone's lying, something's not right.
Yeah, so now people are protesting in the capital, blocking off streets. It's a peaceful protest. There's no
Well, eh,
there's no violence or anything, but
eh. No, there is violence.
there is.
From the police
Oh,
side, but it's kind of expected.
yeah. So it's
I won't say I wasn't expecting it, but
yeah, yeah, I it's I don't even know how to describe it. People, when I went to Sofia now this summer, I saw people say, "Why aren't you at the protests?" And I'm like,
probably because you have better things to do than waste your fucking time
and I'm
with
like,
taking space.
it's nice that you guys are protesting. I don't mind. You're free to express your opinion and vote for something else. But one, I don't think it's going to work. And two, again, if you're that eager about it, elections are in March. Get a party together. And if everybody else is eager as you, they will vote for you and not for whoever's in charge now.
Yeah, but that's not what they want in reality.
No,
It's
but
it's
that
the
is
same
what they
old.
want.
No, because it's the same mode. We want change, but we don't know what the fuck this change is gonna be or who's gonna give it to us. So yeah,
It's the typical shtick of we want thing, but we don't know how to get thing. And when you say, what are you going to do when thing happens? They're like, thing will happen.
so it's
The exact same thing happened around Brexit, where people went, oh, good, there's going to be a change. And when you ask them what the change is, all they said was, there's going to be a change.
Change is change.
It's
Change,
like, yeah, but what change? Change. They said there's going to be change, but we want change. What change do you want? We want change. I'm like, can you specify? And all you get in return is a blank stare.
That's why I don't fucking give a shit. But yeah, I mean that's the best I've done.
Like, I don't live in Bulgaria anymore. I'm not planning to go back because of shit like this. People are trying to persuade me, like, oh, you can get a great job and shit. I'm like, yeah, and if I have to put up with protests every day with people that don't know what they want, I don't want to go back to that. So,
Well, other than that,
Facebook is our good friend Phil Better,
yes, friend of the show.
friend of the show. I saw a status from his that he was gonna stop his Facebook from like
Oh,
he was gonna disable Facebook from this Friday, I think, which is tomorrow.
smart.
And he's like, one, I don't feel like anybody hears what I have to say most of the time, and two, Facebook is a cesspool. I'm like, amen, brother.
I mean, Facebook, Twitter, all of that shit.
Oh, you know, I have been doing something on Twitter, which is following Tony Hawk.
Oh, Tony Hawk's amazing.
Tony Hawk has been having an existential crisis over a long period of time now, where he just posts these cool stories about people not recognizing him in public.
Oh, that's old. That's actually old.
I know, but it's fucking great. There was a recent one where he was waiting for his daughter at a shop with a mask on, and the clerk goes, you know, you look like Tony Hawk, and he goes, yeah, I know. He goes, did you get that a lot? He goes, yeah, Tony Hawk's pretty cool. Thanks. What?
I mean, I know it's pretty common. It's actually, I mean,
Fucking great.
it's fine.
But yeah, Bulgaria is in shambles right now.
Much to the
Not the first time.
to the surprise to no one.
Yeah.
The shit continues, and people asking why I don't vote.
What? Well, I don't vote for the basic reason is that I don't exactly know what's going on, and I can't formulate an opinion without actually being there.
I know what's going on. It's just pointless. Like, what's the point? I'm not gonna vote for Boku, and somehow my vote's gonna count for Boku. When I ask the question, why?
Regardless
how
of what
come-
happens, yeah.
I'm actually interested because this should be public fucking knowledge. If you go into the registry, I want to see if my vote has, if I ever voted, because I know I haven't voted.
I think I voted once in my life, twice maybe.
I haven't. And I want to see if my vote has been counted towards Boko or the other ones. See how it goes. Like, I'm genuinely interested. And if it actually turns out that it has been recorded as a vote for someone, even though I've never fucking voted,
Yeah,
now that's gonna be interesting.
it's gonna
'Cause
be a conundrum.
Yeah, because even if I fucking raise the question and for the fucking West doesn't give a shit, everybody's gonna be it's just one vote.
Yeah, but every vote counts. So.
In theory, in practice,
in practice, not exactly. Yeah, I mean, the U.S. is a great example for that right now. Tomorrow's my first day back in work.
Nice.
Yeah, I went out today for the first time in ages, and town is chock full of people, and there's people everywhere because the weather's nice. So, yay. I tried to play Styx Master of Shadows, the game that I said I bought last week.
Mm-hmm.
That game is janky as hell.
Not really. It was fine for me.
I don't know. There's something about the movement and the AI being bad, or either terrible or amazing, and the animations look just weird, and the dialogue's terrible, and the voice acting is kind of terrible, which I'm like, oh, I'm enjoying this, but then the mechanics, something doesn't gel right with me. I need to figure out what it is, and I'll get back to it. And I'm working my way through Cryptic Passage.
That shit's so fucking boring.
I like the locations so far. Like the
It's about as the maps are so fucking confusing, and the Opera House. I
yeah,
spent a good 10 minutes trying to find the fucking exit.
Opera
I
House. I don't think I'm
I
at the Opera House yet. I am at the big library.
I think the Opera House before that.
Is the Opera House before that?
Yeah, the level before
Oh, the
that.
exit where you have to jump in the water and swim for 20 minutes to actually find where the fire key is so you can
No,
open the fire door.
not even that. Because I was in the fucking dungeon, I killed the goddamn mother spiders. One of them, sorry, one mother spider who fucking colored me scared. And I was like, okay, so where the fuck now? I go up, I killed the fucking 10,000 spawned in cultists, which fine. Then I was like, so where the fuck do I go now? I ran through the whole map. I found every secret there because what else was I
Because
supposed to
obviously,
do?
yeah,
Still, no idea.
it's in the courtyard outside, I think. But speaking of that, which I noticed, this doesn't happen in Vanilla Blood as far as I can remember, or in the other one. Shit, what's the
Uh,
expansion name?
And in the library, I spent a good 20 fucking minutes to find the hidden switch that was necessary to continue the fucking game.
The
I was
one
like,
switch that is on the side of a fallen bookcase that you're like, oh, that was
no,
there?
no, another one. Actually, I think that I found that one, but there was another one that
There's a
we had to
few,
find.
yeah. They're
And
all
those are secrets.
stupidly
And I
hidden.
was like, yeah, I was like, what the fuck's the point? This shit's just bad game design. Like, what the fuck's
Yeah, there's a couple
the,
of things I noticed as well in Cryptic Passage where enemies will spawn in certain locations without merit after you've cleared that location out. Which again, I
it's
don't
just
think it happens in Blood, Vanilla,
I,
or what's the
no.
other? What's the other DLC? The other episode?
Postmortem.
Yeah, it doesn't happen in
No,
Postmortem.
no. It does happen, but here's the thing. I think that because they nailed a lot when it comes to the they nailed the aesthetics amazingly.
Atmosphere's pretty great. The levels
But
themselves look great.
and that's about it. Because the rest of it's not as difficult. It's
Yeah,
jankier. It's more confusing, which is fucking unacceptable. Because regardless of what you say about Blood's level design flows through naturally, and you know every time where the fuck you're going or how the fuck it goes.
yep. Apart from that
And
one bit at the end of Thin Ice where you have to go through the hotel and find the last key, which is at the start of the level that you didn't see at first. But
wait, no. Wait, Nice is the secret level where you get the rocket launcher. You're thinking about the Overlook Hotel,
is that
but
the one I'm
even
looking at, thinking about?
then, also, no, I never had a fucking issue with that. What?
I got lost in one of them. I forget which one.
I mean, I never did,
No,
because
specifically the spawning thing. Like, you know, when you get the first key in the library, when you open up that switch, and all of a sudden you get the key, and the room is just full of zombies. They're not coming out of closets like they usually do or out the walls. They're just there.
yeah, that's normal, but that's the end of the level for you to get out on the normal and ending, not the normal exit, not the secret one. But yeah, I mean,
It's just bigger.
but still, I mean, it follows through. You go into the Overlook Hotel, you can tackle it 50 fucking thousand different ways,
Yep.
and it's still gonna end up in the same fucking end position. And you know, like you're making progress, and it just flows naturally. You don't have to think overly hard. This is like, oh, so this is locked. Why
And
is this
the
locked?
map, all the rooms and everything is so distinct that you know you've been there or you know you've not. And you know which room leads into the next. And
It's just well designed and
yeah.
competent people worked, and this is what I miss mostly about this. But
Entire
yeah,
water. Yeah, actually, yeah, the entire water bit in the opera house was a nightmare for me for some reason.
Yeah. Also, even fucking postmortem's bullshit, the difficulty design and the aqueducts. Even we don't talk about
We
that.
don't talk about
E-
the aqueducts at all now.
Yeah, even that was normal.
Yeah. Again, it's all right. I'll get through it, and you know, it's not as hard as the others, that's for sure. And yeah, I'm not. Have I done much else apart from that? No. I've been looking at. I'm waiting for this DC thing to happen in 2 weeks. Is it 2 weeks now? Oh no, it's in 9 days. A bunch of people have been confirmed for it as well, so that's good. Apart from drawing and
Yeah.
staring at my phone, I've not really done much.
Well, I also saw that TV11 re-released the Blood episodes
Yes.
in HD.
In a full hour and something thing.
Thank you. I mean, they were kind of difficult. Other than that, I mean,
Yeah. Not much.
oh, I
Oh.
was looking forward to this. Game came out in early access,
Yes.
but I won't be getting it now. I mean, I could, but I just don't wanna.
Videos, games. Shall we get into some news?
Sure.
News. Quite a bit of news. Tenet.
Okay, go on.
Tenet tickets are going on sale for the cinemas in the UK. So if you want to go in a crammed room with a bunch of idiots who cannot distance themselves or cough into their own hands, just don't go to the cinema. Wait for it to come out. Right. I'm gonna send you a picture.
Okay.
Of an adaptation of The Watch, which I have no idea what it is. But it's an adaptation. It's a film, maybe? Or is it... oh, it's a Terry Pratchett book. Okay.
And you fucking lost me.
But it's made by BBC Studios. Changed so... And imagine a new image is online for those... okay. I don't know if it's a show or a film, but... Is it just me, or does this just look... not great, I think is the best word.
It looks like shit.
Mm-hmm. I don't know what these people are. I don't know why the lady at the front looks like she's holding
A hatchet, and an axe, a hand axe. Like, why?
Yeah, one's a tomahawk, the other one's a
No, it's just a hand axe. It's a regular hand axe and a fucking hatchet.
but they look photoshopped. They don't even look like they're in the picture.
Nah, I think this is just the fucking weird ass tint they used.
And then the lighting doesn't match properly on half the people, and
Why is the guy's crossbow look so fucking disposition?
I don't know what's going on in this picture. It's just I mean, it might be good. It might
I hope
be.
it is. I mean,
Hope so. BBC Studios tends to put out good stuff, but
decent at the best.
Yeah.
Fucking fight me.
Fight me! Robert De Niro is starring in a film where he's fighting a bunch of Stranger Things children.
Skip.
It's called The War with Grandpa. I was in pain watching the...
It's not great.
Christopher Walken makes an appearance in it, but yeah, it was painful to look at, honestly. What was it? Okay. What's the name of this film all the time? The Devil All the Time is a film with a very stacked cast. Stars Tom Holland and Robert Pattinson.
Okay, that sounds good.
And a bunch of other cool people, like Sebastian Stan's in it. The dude from where is it? Whatever. It's basically Haley Bennett, Harry Melling, a lot of people. I'll leave a link in the description of the video as always for this film, but it's based on a book and it looks really cool. It's like a period drama of sorts, sorta. And you get to hear both Tom Holland and Pattinson do Southern accents.
That sounds fucking bad, not gonna lie.
No, it does work. They both sound really good. Everybody in this film is either a Brit and Bill Skarsgård's in it as well. So there's a Swede, a Brit, a bunch of Brits, a bunch of Aussies, and 2 Americans in the whole film. And the movie takes place in the U.S., in Ohio. Or around Ohio, I should say. Do you want to hear one of the funniest things I've seen in a while? Did you watch Tron Legacy?
No, I actually haven't watched it. Truly, I've seen bits and parts of it, but I've never actually watched it.
The soundtrack's great.
Because it's Daft Punk.
Because it's Daft Punk. The movie It's all right. I wouldn't say it's amazing. Obviously,
What I saw, it was okay, but I saw
yeah,
only
it
bits and
looks all right.
pieces.
Have you seen the original Tron?
Maybe, but this has been fucking ages
Because I
ago.
don't care what people say. That movie is dumb.
Of course it is.
That movie is not great, and it's boring as hell.
Of course it is. No, what about
But
it?
we're getting a Tron sequel.
Sure, why not? I mean, it's a
Guess
bit
who?
too late.
Guess who's starring in it?
Captain America.
No. Lower tier.
Oh, that's
He was in a DC movie that flopped.
I mean, Shaquille O'Neal.
Jared Leto.
Fair enough.
Jared Leto is starring in a Tron sequel. I don't know why, and apparently he's promised new ideas. And I don't even know what that is supposed to mean, but yeah, Gareth Davis is directing. It's the guy that directed Lion, 2016.
Might actually work out.
I don't know about that.
It depends on how much they're willing to go with that morons bullshit.
Yeah, depending on how. Do you know that he nearly or at many stages like halted the shoot for Blade Runner 2049 because he was incredibly method the whole time, even though he's not in the movie that much. Because he actually put up blackout lenses on his eyes, so he would actually be blind, and he had an assistant move him around the set when they weren't shooting.
Scene was.
Yeah, obviously, but
At least I appreciate the fact that he's doing it for the craft. Hey, it's valid. He's actually doing it for the craft.
yeah, doesn't have to when he's playing the Joker, but he can just play the Joker and not whatever he was playing.
In the Joker, he had an idea of how he would look like. Too bad that everyone in their fucking brain cells knew it was a bad idea.
Yeah,
Imbecile.
get it? He has J on his cheek for Joker, and it says damage on his forehead because he is mentally unstable. Ha ha ha.
Also, he's obviously going to behave like a Mexican drug cartel boss because I don't know. He just
And he will snarl as if he were a wild animal.
because he's mentally unstable and psychotic.
Yeah, that's what the Joker does, right? He puts damage on his forehead because he's and he puts ha 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 on his chest, tattoos it, ha ha ha.
Because he's a funny man.
Because he's funny, ha ha. And he has a little hand tattooed on his hand, a little mouth tattooed on his hand, so he can go ha 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 ha, with the hand on his. Right, trailer for a movie called Judas and the Black Messiah, starring Daniel Kaluuya and Lakeith Steinfeld.
Wait, who's Daniel Kaluuya and why do we have a Judas movie?
He's from the dude from Get Out.
Which one?
The main dude from Get Out.
Ah, okay.
And if you want to watch him just chew the scenery in a realistic role, because apparently it's inspired by true events, it looks good. I don't exactly know what it's about, and I don't want to know what it's about. I just want to see the film. But yeah, Martin Sheen's in it as well. I just realized.
Oh dear. Anything else you got?
Let's see here. Oh yeah, John Wick. The 4th and 5th movie will be shot back to back.
Not a big fan of that.
Did I say? Oh, did I tell you I watched the 3rd one?
Finally.
I watched it on my way back from Bulgaria on the plane. That movie's got.
And the ending was fucking bullshit, and you know it. It completely utterly unnecessary.
Yeah, they should have just ended it as a trilogy. But they saw how much money these movies were making, and they're not incredibly expensive to shoot. So it's got some fun. It's got some really funny scenes in it, though.
I mean, it does, because
and the fact that he's fighting the dudes from the raid, and then he's they're like, we're big fans, Mr. Wick.
that was amazing. It was just some of the best shit I've seen. I was like, yeah,
and he kicks their asses at the end, and he goes, "I'll see you later," and they both go, "Oh, yeah, okay, all right."
Yeah, because he was like, "You're old," and I was like, "I'm just tired."
And then he fights the other dude that is his biggest fan. Shoves his sword through his chest. And he goes, "Damn, John, that was a pretty cool fight, huh?"
Yeah, I know.
Goes, yeah, it was. Right, I'll see you later.
The dry humor always gets me in
Yeah,
that
it's
movie.
like, don't worry, John. I'll be all right. He goes, no, you won't. It just leaves the scene. Oh, it's so good.
Yeah.
The third, I feel like the third has the best action out of all three,
I think it's the second one in reality.
especially the dog scene in the third one.
That was well done, but at some point we realized it's the same shit, but just have a woman with a dog added in the mix. But that's fine. That's fine.
Oh yeah, I don't mind
Well
seeing
done.
Holly Berry in films. She's
Ne-
cool.
Neither do I. But I think that the second one had the best ones, just from purely aesthetic points. This one had a better talent and it showed through,
Yes.
but somehow
The-
the shtick ends.
Yeah,
I,
the second one, I think the bit I enjoyed the most out of the second one was the fight. Was it in Italy or whatever? The where he's in the tunnels
yeah,
and he like
the one.
sets up a bunch of guns beforehand and explosions and shit, and he's running through and shooting people. That was pretty cool. The final
one
the final showdown in the third's pretty good as well.
no,
In the
all of it's
hotel.
really good.
Yeah.
Yeah, all of it's good.
Oh yeah.
Legitimately, all of it. I think that the one I liked the most was in the train station when he was fighting. Oh god, I forgot his name. Handsome black dude. He was also in Resident Evil.
Handsome black dude.
Mm,
Hold on. John Wick 3.
John Wick 2 is the second movie.
As of the Common, you mean?
I
Where he's fighting Common.
think it was common, yeah.
Because
I
he's
think it was common, yeah.
yeah, because where they're shooting each other through the crowd and nobody notices them.
Yeah, I think that was executed fucking amazingly.
Although, like, suppressors don't work like that, but it's a film.
It doesn't matter. It was done amazingly. Like you can feel the tension. That's the thing.
Yeah.
Tension.
Yeah, Common in that film is fucking amazing.
Yeah.
I mean,
And
so is
people
Ruby
won-
Rose as well.
Yeah, but people wondering why wasn't he in the new one? And
Didn't he get killed? He got killed, didn't
no, he survived. John Wick left him alive.
I don't remember.
He left him alive.
It's been a while. I watched the second one back in January. There's
He-
bits I just forget.
He's the only person he's living alive in all of the movies. Because so apparently he's gonna appear in the fourth or fifth movie. I guess I'm not sure. I don't know.
Okay. Because he left the two dudes from the raid alive as well.
Those two, yeah, but he killed their teacher, so I don't know.
He killed all the students apart from those two. It was ridiculous. And how much fucking shit he takes in those films as well is great. He just gets beat the fuck up, and it's just
Oh yeah, because imagine he's not a fucking Marisu. Who knew that
Yep.
people like when people are Marisus and just
imagine your action hero actually gets his ass kicked all the time and still
Fuck you,
manages to bounce
Superman.
back. Yeah.
Yeah, fuck you, Superman. Piece of shit, Marisu.
Yeah, that's the one thing that really annoyed me about the new Star Wars films. Like, they could have done so much with Rey and any of the other characters, but she's just impervious.
Oh, no.
Nothing bad happens to her, and then by the end, she's an incredible Jedi. And she takes the Skywalker name because she. Why? She doesn't deserve the Skywalker name. Like, people say that Luke was a Mary suit. Like, Luke wasn't a fucking Mary suit. Did you watch Empire? Did you watch the start of Empire where he gets his fucking ass kicked by a fucking Wampa of all things? Or was that Wampa? It wasn't a Wampa. Or was that Wampa? Empire Strikes Back snow scene. It's whatever Luke gets attacked by. No, it's the Wampa that he rides. But he gets his ass kicked by a fucking alien creature, and then he keeps getting his ass kicked throughout the entire film.
Well, it's not just that. The whole movie is just constructed generally better.
Yeah. It's just... It's the one thing that annoys me sometimes with modern cinema, where they have to be so inclusive, and so... It doesn't matter if it's a guy or a girl or whatever, or anybody else. But they have to be so inclusive to the point where your main characters are just bulletproof. And they can't make mistakes, and everything gets redeemed for them. Everything is so perfect for them and laid out that it doesn't matter what they do. They can just... How much cooler would it have been, say, during The Last Jedi or something, that Rey just turns to the dark side and Kylo Ren has to fight her? We could have had a good twist or something, but
Fatty twist.
What a
Sorry, it's
twist!
what a twist.
But instead, we had the casino scene.
Makes no sense.
But oh yeah, and Halo Infinite is getting delayed until next year
Fair enough.
because apparently people were unhappy with the demo that was shown. Not demo, but the 8 minutes of gameplay.
Sure.
It looked like Halo to me. Sorry, go on.
Another thing that just Bethesda showed a trailer for Doom Eternal's DLC.
Yes,
It's fine.
but it was only 30 seconds.
Yeah, I mean, it's fine.
It's free, isn't it?
Is it? I don't even know.
I think it is. Doom Eternal DLC. Let's see if there's a price tag.
I mean, it was 4 days ago, so
Multi-story DLC called The Ancient Gods. Okay, can I see price?
Well, they just showed the trailer. It's not out. Like, why the fuck would it have a price tag?
I don't know. It might be free as well. Also, I think Doom
Probably
Eternal on
not.
PC at the moment is on sale or something.
Well, minus 21, minus 20%. Fuck that shit.
Hmm.
If you didn't buy it for the free release, what's the point of you buying it full price now? Just stick it out. Wait till it gets minus 50 at least.
Oh no, it's still 50 quid.
Fuck that.
Also,
Like,
Horizon Zero Dawn is apparently an incredible port.
I don't know. A friend of mine's playing it and said not really. But again, his machine is 3 years old, so I don't know.
Yeah,
Maybe.
they said it runs really well on new machines and it's very well optimized.
Yeah, guess why?
Why?
Because that's the whole point. I mean, they didn't optimize it at all. They just fucking ported it to the new one because it's
Yeah,
much easier.
the guys from Digital Foundry said it's got a lot of cool options and compatibility stuff.
My friend
Excuse me.
said that it makes his fucking PC like a goddamn radiator. That's a thing.
Wait, is Devil May Cry not? Oh, it is. Okay, never
What
mind.
about
I was looking at
DMC?
DMC5 and it was because it's in my wish list on Steam, but there's no add to cart option. There's view details, which means there's a. I thought it's not gone to the Epic Store or something, but no, there's only because there's a bunch of options to buy stuff. Buy Devil May Cry 5 with red orbs. Buy Devil May Cry
No,
5 Deluxe Edition with red orbs. Buy Devil May
no,
Cry 5 Deluxe Edition bundle.
no.
You don't need to buy the orbs. You can just farm them in the game. It's not.
No, because it saves time.
Yeah, but there's plenty of orbs. There's the guy. I watched the playthrough and they were like, "We didn't buy any orbs. We just played the game." But
Yeah, but people are fucking lazy. Like, wow.
whatever. Anyway, last week.
Oh wait. There's more
there's
movies.
more. There's more. Go on. Sorry.
So Ridley Scott's gonna make a TV series
Okay.
called Raised by Wolves.
Right.
I did not enjoy what I saw. I have seen things.
I have seen things.
Also, I'm thinking of ending things, which I think you told
We
me
talked about it
it.
last week, eh?
Yeah, it's fine. I just saw it. Maisie Williams is in The Owners, and it looks fine.
Okay.
There is another movie called The Third Day, which I'm not gonna say it looks amazing. I take it's HBO.
Third day movie. I think Oh no, I've not seen this. I thought I might have added it last week to the thing, but I haven't. So I will add it to the pile. So
Yeah, it looks decent. Also, there is a movie called Come True, which looks actually pretty close to what we're going to discuss from the trailer itself. So that's the thing.
come true.
Yeah.
Let's see. Oh Lord, sci-fi horror film. I'm watching the trailer as we speak. What is it about?
I am not exactly sure. It's about what was the movie with the medical experiments and shit that go wrong?
Which one?
The
Where
famous one,
there's quite a few.
the one with the fucking afterlife. It's kind of like that. At least I got the feeling for it, but it's probably not.
The Cell? No, the Cell is.
Nah, whatever.
Well, aesthetically speaking, Come True does look quite a bit like the movie we're going to talk about later.
Exactly.
Don't tell me it's the same director.
No, I don't think so.
Come True. Okay, search this movie director. No, it's some Italian dude.
I know it looks fine. It looks interesting. I'd probably check it out when it comes out.
He directed Cube. Or did
With
he
the
direct Cube?
first,
Yeah.
no.
A Vincenzo Natali. Yeah, he directed the original Cube.
Fair enough.
So
at
this
least
movie might actually, but he also directed Splice.
we don't talk about this.
He also directed Splice. Yeah. Wait, no, he's not. No, Come True it's Anthony Scott Burns. Forget what I just said. It's Anthony Scott Burns, who directed such
Our
films:
house.
One
I know.
House, Lost
Our
Boys.
house.
Was it Our House? Yeah, Our House. Sorry. Oh, Our House is it's a remake, isn't it?
In the middle of the street.
Our House.
But no, I don't remember. I don't think I've seen this movie, so keep that in mind. I actually haven't seen that movie.
A young genius accidentally invents a device that amplifies the paranormal activity within his family's house, possibly bringing back the spirits of loved ones and unleashing things far worse. Ooh.
Our house in the middle of the night. Our house.
Based on the original motion picture Ghost from the Machine.
What a twist!
Yeah. Okay. So have I added this? Yes, I've added all of these filmies.
I think there was a bunch of fucking YouTube news. What else about it?
There's always YouTube news. Darkside Phil got banned from Twitch, and then the next day he wasn't banned from Twitch. There you go. That's a news, but that's from I think last week.
It's Darkside Phil. What? Did he jerk off on camera again?
He's done that?
Twice?
Seriously?
Wait, you don't know about this?
Master DSP is jerked off on camera?
Wait, you don't know about
No,
this?
wait, fucking what? Dark. Dark.
Just DSP, just DSP.
DSP.
Masturbating.
Why am I googling this? I'm gonna go on the list now. DSP Gaming caught live masturbation. Oh no!
Twice.
No, DSP, no.
Twice.
DSP coming.
I'm pretty sure the second time he did it on purpose, though.
I cut both times DSP has been caught masturbating on stream. First time no sound, second time with sound. No. There's Pornhub videos of it. Titled DSP masturbates live on stream, parentheses, hottest video ever. I didn't know about this.
Bro, this is fucking old.
Oh no.
Other than that, HBO started releasing the yearly, what was it? Hard Knocks? Yeah, Hard Knocks, the TV series.
Okay.
Which is American NFL related stuff.
Oh, what's it about exactly?
Preseason for NFL teams. This time they're making 2 teams for the preseason, where they follow them with everything and all. But it's equally interesting, is because it also tackles COVID-19 and how the teams are tackling this shit because they have to practice. It's actually pretty interesting. The first episode's out.
Also, it's actually like reality sort of documentary based more than anything.
Kinda, yeah. You follow the real people there doing the real stuff.
Oh, Jesus Christ, it's been going on for 15 seasons.
Well, no, it's much less technically because there's been issues and not
Well, yeah,
every
but
year you
Hard
have to.
Knocks, it started in 2001.
Yeah, but you only have like 7 teams on there because it all stopped. Because
Yeah, yeah.
after season 3, because I caught up with this shit, I was like, what the fuck is this? Let's check it out. And it turns out after season 3, I was like 5 years.
A
But
gap, big old gap.
yeah, 5 years where no one did it, and now the NFL got rules in that stated that you kind of have to do it if they chose you, or someone has to bite the bullet. It's fucking weird.
Right.
But yeah, I mean, this is gonna be interesting for me.
Is it good or is it just?
Well, I mean, you're following real life people doing the real life shit. If you're interested in stuff like this, yeah, sure. Yeah, for me, it's interesting because it also tackles of how they're going to do all this in the midst of the fucking virus and all the restrictions. I feel that that's the most interesting part of the whole thing right now.
Yeah, not,
Other
not a
than
lot of
that, I
people. Not a
mean,
lot of people are talking about that, are they? Like we're doing it, but what are you actually doing and how are you tackling the issue
exactly,
isn't
and you see how
exactly
the
discussed.
the coach tackles it, how the players tackle it, how everything's done, like how they practice because they need to practice, like
Okay.
how is affecting the practice and everything. It's shaping up to be probably one of the best things of this year on TV. Because imagine that it's actually interesting. When you're making interesting television was the reason why you should do good
Mm.
television.
Right. Why in the hell am I getting notifications about people posting on Facebook? I've never said this.
Because
Mhm.
Facebook wants fucking traffic now.
Yeah. Also, Umbrella Academy season 2 is doing really well, getting great reviews.
I haven't watched that.
I need to watch both the first and second, to be fair. And we're getting Beastar season 2 perhaps in September. It's either September or somebody said February next year. So I'm not sure which of the two it is, but I'm hoping it's September
Yeah.
because season 1 was great, and hopefully season 2 will also be great. Okay, is that the news?
I think so. I mean, there's probably some shit I missed. There's some
We,
gaming
we always
trash.
we always miss stuff every week.
Like,
Every week we do a show, and then I'll go back
oh,
after we're done, and I'm like, oh, we missed that.
it's always the same. Like, I don't know. Lately, there's been a lot of shit on the gaming scene.
Yeah. Oh,
Like,
speaking of shit in the gaming scene, Rooster Teeth has been
yeah.
going back in their archives
Mhm.
and deleting quote unquote problematic videos, even if they're in a comedic sense.
Really? Why?
They try. I think they tried to explain it on Twitter or something, but they got so much fucking backlash for that they had a massive drop in like first members and subscribers. And the only channel that's sort of doing all right with it is Funhouse because they're part of it. However, they've obviously had a lot of videos where they've made jokes that are very non PC, but obviously just jokes. And they're having some of those videos removed.
Oh, by the way, Rogue Legacy 2 is gonna come out
Oh, there's a second?
soon. Oh yeah, it's coming out on the 18th.
Oh. Oh.
Wish list.
Is there a store page for it?
Serious. You know the fuck? I told you the goddamn date of release.
Rogue Legacy 2. Is there any gameplay shown or anything?
I mean, it's gonna come out in 5 days. What do you think?
No, I'm just looking at it. I didn't even know they were making a
I said
sequel.
in 5 days. Imagine in 5 days you don't even have a fucking that gameplay trailer. What is this, Bethesda?
And it's available right now.
Just list it.
Plan release date August 18th. Good. Is no price tag though? Is there, or am I just blind?
No, there isn't. It's not available for buying.
God, it looks fucking gorgeous though. And there's a bunch of new weapons. I can see a man with a rapier of some sorts. Yeah, for those that don't know, Rogue Legacy is a pretty good game. Go play that. Also, Hollow Knight is 50% off right now. Go
I
play.
still don't fucking care about it.
Go play that too for people that care.
I just really don't.
Dead Cells is 40% off.
That sounds really good though.
I'm just looking at when you know on the more like this bit on the Steam page.
Yeah, but see, Dead Cells is really good though.
Yeah.
Because Dead Cells does Rogue Legacy really well.
Yeah. What was the point and click game we were talking about last week or week before that you recommended to me to play?
Unavowed.
Yes, it is. Okay. Because I'm going to buy this. Because I really want to play like a good point and click. I'm probably going to get that and the Blade Runner one. Which I'm pretty sure is just called Blade Runner.
Don't get the Blade Runner. That one's a piece of shit.
Is it?
Bro, it's a fucking 1980s game. What the fuck did you expect? Like, the game hasn't aged well.
The one that Civi did a review of.
Yeah. Game's not good.
Civi said game good.
Game good because he grew up playing that fucking game. It's the same thing as the goddamn graphics calculator.
I just saw there's a Black Sat game as well, but that one didn't get great reviews.
I mean, I remember telling you about it back in the day, and the fact that it doesn't have a fucking mouse support for a PC.
The Black Sat one?
Yeah.
Oh, that's a shame. Black Sat is a great series.
Maybe, but I decided because I didn't get it. I was planning on getting it at some point, but I was like, "You're trying to tell me that you ported the game to fucking PC without goddamn mouse support? Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm done. You want me to have a fucking controller for PC? Go fuck yourselves."
Also, the Call of Cthulhu game is now available on Steam.
No.
Not the Sinking City, the other one. It's been available for a while, but I really wanted to play it when I first saw the trailers. Then I saw how much of a fucking broken mess that game is. I kind of don't want it.
You'll never see the Sinking City though.
It's apparently coming next week, but it's not next week. Next year. It's a Steam.
It's not.
Is it just going to be at the Epic Game Store?
It should be taken down from the Epic Game Store, so probably pirating it.
Oh, because I don't want to give money to the Epic Game Store. I really
you
don't.
should give money to the publisher of this game.
Yeah, I wish I could if the game was available anywhere else.
No, you shouldn't.
Should I not?
Yeah. Just fucking read off Google what happened.
Frogwares, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Let's see, Frogwares. They're the Sherlock Holmes guys.
No, the fucking publishers. Jesus Christ.
You said developer, not publisher.
Publishers. I always said publishers.
Nacon.
It's always been the publishers.
Nacon, that's the publisher name. No, it's not. What the hell? Yeah, NACON. Okay.
Before that. The previous publishers, they were able to salvage this shit.
Oh, it's just Frogwares and Nacon on the wiki page, or on the side of on the information bit.
Because also you can read Frogware, what they had to say about it.
What's actually happened? Because I'm trying to.
I don't wanna fucking go into details. This shit's long. You just
eh?
do it for yourself. Every time.
Is bad.
It's really bad. Also, the Sinking City is a piece of shit. It's an unfinished project. Too bad the game had some decent moments. Could have been actually done good if it was left in the oven for another 10 years. Mostly too, but it doesn't matter.
Oh, okay. Frogware games are being removed from digital distribution platforms due to dispute with publisher Focus Home Interactive, as the policy states that the games cannot be transferred back to the developer that has removed all of their games from the Focus catalog.
Focus were developers. They were able to get Nacon after for the publishers. They were able to get salvaged. Not everybody did. Good for Nacon though.
Focus Homes Interactive, eh?
Yep. Real bad shit happened. Like genuine scummy shit. Like legitimately scum.
Not the first time it's happened in the gaming industry, has it?
No. This trumps everything that the EA and Bethesda have done. This is some real fucking scum shit.
Okay. 9 of the 10 Frogware Frogware's store listings have been permanently removed from Steam, according to a new update from the studio. But the outcome is pretty bleak, and we are now fighting an uphill battle trying to resubmit our games back to their stores where possible. As we previously said, the process is going to take several months, but there's hope, and we will continue to push on. Good lord. Developer and publisher can be... Jesus. So they just started pulling their games down.
Mm-hmm. It's something that wasn't contractually stipulated.
Yeah.
But wait, there's more!
Oh no.
I think the game was specifically talked about. Just write the shit. Just write focus on the home interactive. What was focus home interactive?
All I wrote down is controversy, but
Yeah, controversy. I was.
ah shit. Okay, controversy. There's so many little. Oh, there we go. 6 days ago. Focus on interactive response to serious allegations of crunch, harassment, abuse to Aeon Must Die Studio as well.
Yes, the Aeon Must Die. I fucking forgot. Okay, so I'll let you just read this. Fucking react to it because be fucking miserable because what you're gonna read is some of the most disgusting shit in existence. Like, this is heinous.
Okay.
I can't even fucking believe what I saw there. It's so bad that there is an actual fucking Dropbox with all the fucking documents of what fucking happened.
Publisher Focus Interactive has responded to serious allegations with big ass quotes relating to the alleged mistreatment of staff of Estonian studio Limestone Games during the development of visually arrested beat 'em up Aeon Must Die, highlighted during yesterday's PlayStation State of Play. Immediately following Aeon Must Die's high-profile video showcasing airing, a version of the striking announcement trailer appeared on YouTube, accompanied by a description alleging it had be created with abuse, manipulation, and theft. Good lord. People who have worked on every shot of this are no longer with the company holding IP rights. The statement continued, some were not even paid for their work. This trailer has a pending conflict of IP. My god. The real IP of the game is stolen from the creators via foul play. The uploader also provided a link to the Dropbox folder containing considerable amount of documentation claiming to reveal the truth about development of this game. And I'll just quickly skim over this. So this is the original allegation as it appeared on YouTube. So the I'm not going to include names, but this trailer was created with abuse, manipulation, and theft. Find out the truth about the development of this game here. There's a Dropbox link. Oh no. So the provided documentation letters, audio files, and testimonies attributed to various members of Limestone Games' staff. The group claims it was ultimately forced to leave the studio as a result of quote-unquote unbearable working conditions, specifically endless crunch, harassment, abuse, corruption, and manipulation experienced during development of Aeon Must Die. It also claims the company and entire IP was covertly taken from co-founder and former from the CEO. One of 8 employees to hand in their resignation as a result of working conditions, with many allegations focusing on current CEO, who was accused of sending threatening letters to staff or firing staff ahead of their resignation date or of ignoring their attorney and more. According to the group's open letter to Dropbox, it contacted publisher Focus Interactive to request cooperation to help finish the game on humane terms and in the best possible quality. Eventually, after limited correspondence, Focus is said to have requested proof of the group's allegations, although a later conversation with the publisher suggested it had processed little of this information and that yesterday's reveal would go ahead as planned. As such, the team says it felt it had no more choice but to share this information with the public. Oh, I'm reading this from the Eurogamer article. I guess I'll have to leave this in the news. If you want to get all bleak and shit. Now, however, following the very airing of the group's concerns, folks in Raptor has moved to release its own statement. Posting on Twitter, it acknowledged it had been informed of serious allegations raised by some of the developers at Limestone who
Basically, they stole their IP, they fucking fired them, and to top it all off, when Limestone wanted help from Focus Entertainment, they leaked the fucking emails, they sent them with all the stuff back to the fucking CEOs of the development, so they get fired. 20 out of 10, man.
as the publisher of the video game, Focus is carefully looking into these allegations. Quote, that's a quote.
Oh, yeah, it's just the same as what happened with Frogware. Where they basically said, like, before the contract ran out, they put another fucking stipulation in there that we didn't sign originally, and now we're fucked.
Sweet Jesus.
And here's the thing: I don't particularly enjoy Frogware games much. I don't think they're great games.
They're not. They're again. It's the very charming Euro jank, and some of the Sherlock games have pretty cool quests in them. Well, not quests, but you know what I mean.
No, the mechanics wise, fucking mediocre at best. They look They fucking play it. They're boring as shit. The fucking puzzles are annoying. They're not even difficult. They're just annoying. They're not bad games. It's just meh.
They're the epitome of Eurojank in the modern time.
I mean, but I do appreciate the fact that they have been trying desperately to what's the word for it? Oh yeah, pursue their passion of making detective-based games.
Yeah,
that's fine.
That's why the Sinking City is.
The Sinking City is a piece of shit.
True, but it's the most they could have done with what they were given, and apparently that game was a huge crunch. It was released unfinished as well.
Mm-hmm. The game needs at least 3 more years of actual work put into it.
Because visually, it doesn't look bad.
It actually is fucking horrendous. You have not seen the game.
No, I've seen bits, and some of the animations are terrible. I'm saying texture-wise and stuff like that.
No, texture-wise, it's even worse.
Is it? Oh.
It's still better than Call of Cthulhu, with that fucking green tint they put on.
The Call of Cthulhu one. Do you know why I was hyped for it?
Because it was a Call of Cthulhu and looked fucking decent on the trailers.
Because we talked about it before. It also has the exact same font as Call of Cthulhu Dark Corners of the Earth.
Yeah, but that's on purpose so people think it's actually good, which it isn't.
Well, Dark Corners of the Earth isn't that good, but it has so much atmosphere and so much.
No, they nailed what they were supposed to nail.
And I love that game for however buggy and as much of a mess as it is.
And this is the exact opposite. They didn't nail shit in it. Game, the only thing you can switch off is blue. Everything else is hard fucking coded, unless you fucking remove it from the text files, like with exceptions.
Yeah, but that apparently breaks the game in some sequences.
Most of it, so you can maybe remove 2 of them. But the green tint, that one still stays.
It's a buggy mess. It's horrible as well. It's just broken. The whole game is problematic. Apparently, they tried to do stealth, and that barely works. Like, Dark Corners of the Earth has stealth, which actually works, well, sometimes. Think about it. A game from 2005, which is broken as well, does better stealth than a game that is relatively new.
See, the Styx Masters of the Shell does better stealth than this. Not even joking. Fuck it. The new Deus Ex games make better stuff, though stealth is probably the worst thing you can do in those games.
I always play them with stealth. I always play pacifist in them.
I also try, but then I remember that specific parts they fucking force you to not be a pacifist. Yeah, I'm like, fuck you, game.
Do you know what's the one thing that really annoys me about the new games as well? Like, I don't mind cover in first-person games. If it's done right, I don't mind it. What I mind is when I crouch and I'm clearly behind the thing, as in I cannot see over it, and unless I go into cover, I get spotted. Why?
This is the Hitman stuff.
It's nonsensical.
I hate cover in first-person shooters. Fucking remove that shit already. It's bad. It's stupid. It's pointless.
Yep. The logic's been there since the old Thief games and even the original Deus Ex. If I'm behind a thing that I cannot see over, neither can the enemies see me. But in the new ones, they can kind of see me unless I go into cover. And every time you go into cover in those games, your hair sticks above it, above the thing, but nobody
I'm
notices you.
I'm also worried because now that Focus Entertainment has the new Necromunda game is gonna come out, and I
Oh,
want that game to be good, but knowing these bastards,
yeah. Do not give them money.
yikes. Oh yeah, also Hellbound came out.
Yes, I know about that.
After 50 fucking years, this piece of shit came out. This was gonna be the next fucking Duke Nukem Forever. I swear to God. I knew about the game since like 2009 or some shit like this.
Cybot Studios.
The game's not good.
It has issues. I watched somebody play Matt McMuscles play the first couple of levels, and he likes the janky 90s stuff. So he was like, "Yeah, this is fun, but it has some problems." And
It has a lot of problems. Game is not good. Like you waited so much time for this game.
because it initially came out as a thing, didn't it? It's just a horde shooter or like
No,
a wave-based thing.
No, this was just a free survival mode.
Yeah,
This
yeah,
was
that's what I'm saying. Yeah,
no, but the game already was in development the whole time. This is just free because people were waiting for a long time for this game, like really long time. And while we were waiting, we got fucking Dusk, we got Ion Fury, we got fucking help me out here, Wrath.
yeah.
We got technically we're still getting Wrath.
How's that? How's
yeah.
that doing? I've not touched it actually.
I also haven't touched it in a while. But I mean, it's fine. It's the same
Oh,
shit.
we got the other one that you like, but I don't really like the
Oh,
medieval one
yeah, I think
by
I
the
have it
same
still.
publisher as this Dusk.
It,
What's the name? A medieval.
a medieval, fucking amazing game. We got so many great games, and that's people were waiting for this because this was like in the beginning, like when this game was announced, none of these games were, I think, were even in development.
Yep.
And then people were like, oh, this is gonna be amazing. This is gonna be finally gonna get a goddamn game. Fucking Quake 1.5 came out. Like, what the fuck is this? And you get this shit, and I go, oh, fuck off.
I really need to sit down and play the original Quake. I never played it.
Play 1.5. You're gonna have more fun on it, even though it's jankier.
Is it? Let me Google this. It's not on Steam, is it? Because I just tried to look it up on the Steam page and... Oh, it's a mod. Okay. Quake 1.5 is a Dark Places add-on. Does it just improve? Is it essentially the same game but with improved stuff, or is it like brand new content?
Well, there is actually new content. There is actually new content in it.
Oh, they've improved the visuals quite a bit.
Well, yeah, it's a source port.
Gotta love a good source port where they just take the engine and just go crazy.
No. It's legit. I think it's just made on source.
Oh, all right. So
I'm not sure. Actually,
what I
not
legit
sure.
need to do, I need to play Sigil as well.
Yeah, you should play Sigil.
Yeah.
It's fucking free for one.
Yes. I should.
Also, he and Romero announced that he's working on a sequel for Doom 2, so he's gonna have some stiff competition with all the things that came out for Doom 2.
Romero said he's working on a new game as well.
Mm.
He did an AMA on Reddit a couple of weeks ago,
Yeah.
and he said he was working on a new game with his wife.
Yeah, and also a new episode for Doom 2, but like I said, he's gonna have some stiff competition with the fucking mods that came out over the years.
Yeah. Especially with, like...
Sunlust, fucking Sunlust, Eve Eternity.
yeah.
Valiant, I heard good stuff about Valiant. I've been watching Destiny play it. I'm not particularly big fan of it, but it looks great though. It looks really fucking good.
There we go. Romero's making a Mafia game.
Okay.
Empire of Sin. Strategy title.
Oh no, I have City of Omerta flashbacks.
New game announced. Or is it the other one? Yeah. Empire of Sin. Just dropped spring 2020 on Switch, PC. It's not dropped though, has it?
No.
I know he was talking about something else on Reddit. I'll need to find it. But
I mean, he talks a lot.
John likes to talk. Our good friend John.
Hey, No, jokes aside, he's probably gonna release it. But no one knows when and how and why. And yeah,
Yeah. So yeah, there's nothing else I can say. John Romero AMA. Okay, and this is why I don't go to Reddit in my fucking browser because it looks horrible. Yeah, he was talking about Empire of Sin.
and we're gonna see. I'm actually interested in his Doom project.
Yes. Anytime Romero's attached to Doom, ever since he's like calmed down a little from back in the day.
Oh, he's been calmed down for fucking years now. Come on.
Yeah. And apparently he's a really cool dude. Everybody says that he responds to all the like every time you interact with him online or anything, he will always respond and like answer questions and everything.
Bless John.
Apparently,
Such-
his wife is pretty cool too. So like they do shit. They do great work. Yeah. Is that all? Is that all the news?
Think so.
Yeah.
I mean, I can't fucking think of anything else.
I mean, join the club. Anyway, last week.
You gave me Pontypool fucking the Child Edition.
I gave you what now?
Pontypool Child Edition.
What is Pont?
Oh, come on. You fucking know Pontypool.
Do I?
Of course you do. It's one of the better zombie movies in recent years. Where they actually try and spin shit.
Oh, the one from 2008. Is it 2008? It should be.
I think so.
Yeah, I know Pontypool. Yeah, a radio host and holy shit! A radio host interprets
Yeah,
the
this is-
possible outbreak of a deadly virus which affects this small Ontario town.
Yeah, this is Pontypool fucking Stranger Things edition.
Oh, I didn't know. I didn't even make the connection.
I did. I did. In the minute I was like, wait, this is Pontypool with children. I actually like this.
It's a good film.
Both of them are good movies. So yeah, we started off in late 1950s with we get introduced to our DJ of the night. I mean, the radio host, and he's
Everett,
assistant. And he's at school preparing for the ball game because they're playing some outside school.
Yeah, small town, Cayuga, New Mexico. So it's a very tight. Straight away, you can tell everybody knows each other as well.
Also, I want to point out the moment they said New Mexico, they knew it was aliens.
Yeah. You can't escape it. The way the movie starts, it starts like a fucking Twilight Zone episode.
Yeah, like a Twilight Zone episode. It even does the fucking tasteful reference.
Yeah, it's an incredible homage to like 50s sci-fi films and the Twilight Zone, obviously.
And he's charming, consistent and shit.
Yeah,
fine.
Funniest bit from that opening scene. One, it's shot great, but two,
all of it. I mean, the whole movie is shot.
Everybody talks about the fucking squirrel. They're like, "Hey, did you know that a squirrel? The power went out the other day. A squirrel bit through the power line, and it was there dangling off the power line with a power line in its mouth." Oh, okay, all right. Another person comes in. "Hey, did you know about the squirrel?" Old lady comes in. "Did you know about a squirrel that bit through the power line?" It's great. That bit I loved. And apparently people didn't like those scenes because all that happened was they were like, all they did was talk. This is why you don't go to IMDb to read user reviews, quote unquote, because there's way too many aspiring film critics. Sorry, go on.
Well, yeah, and then he escorts his assistant who got a new recorder,
Faye,
doing stuff. Yeah, they all cute and adorable, behaving like people in love.
There's a lot of weird tension between the two of them. Yeah,
it's like they like each other, but age restriction.
But they're always screaming at each other as well, like the passive aggressive sexual tension type of screaming.
Uh,
They act like real people, which I think I like the most about the whole film. Well, they act like real people in the 50s would act in a film, if that makes sense.
yeah.
Yeah, and he's like teaching her how to use the recorder, and
It's touching. It's adorable,
yeah, it's
and
great.
Faye goes back home. Her mother used to be a teacher at the school, and she asks about the game. So you get the color commentary of you have some colored boys and some Indians,
Yeah.
and the mother goes, "So we're gonna lose." Okay, that's fine. I'm like, I mean,
That
it's
look
the 50s, but
that look like
okay.
that look like grown men when you put the jerseys on. It's like, all right, Faye, calm down.
Yeah, it's the 50s, so I mean,
Cut him some slack.
to be fair, the way they responded is like they were both progressive, I guess, because it wasn't no hatred or anything. It's just
No, nobody.
description.
All the main characters are very.
Yeah, no, this is gonna play later in the movie though.
Yeah.
So, and they do their usual podcast, and I get a random phone call from a guy that describes
No,
very weird
she's
events.
not. She's not up. Her mom is a switchboard operator, and she's like,
Yeah,
I need to head out, so you go on the
yeah,
switchboard and switch things around. And
yeah. That's besides the point though, because they get into it, they get a weird phone call from a guy that explains some weird shit, and they lose him because it's
yeah,
the 50s, so it's a bit weird.
also like there's a weird sound that plays during the transmissions. Like
Yeah,
it keeps fucking up with the phone lines.
yeah. And they're like, something's amiss here.
Yeah.
So it goes on, and he tells the story. They're all hooked up on it. They're like,
Yeah.
wait, something's not right here.
Next, they're like,
Uh,
we're gonna play it on the radio, and hopefully somebody will call us back to talk about what this sound is, if
no
they've
one
heard it
does.
before. Yeah.
No one does for a long time. So the person's name is Billy. He goes back, and he's like, no one listens to me. I never asked him why though. Like he said, because I'm a person of color. And the guy, and it's like a minute. He was like, and
I figured
in
where.
his eyes, yeah, no, his eyes are like, oh, okay, that makes sense. I mean, yeah, fuck him, but still though.
And it's such a fucking good flow of conversation because
Oh,
it's such a good pause when he goes,
then there
well,
is I
no,
call it.
nobody listens to me because I was in the military. I'm sick, and because I'm black. And you just see Everett go,
Oh, I mean, oh, okay, I can see that. Yeah, that's fine.
yeah,
You
and he
know,
goes, you know what, never, and he just and he still like gives him a chance to speak and everything. He's not like a bigot like a lot of the other people that we've seen in films. You can just see it in his eyes straight away where he's like, huh, oh, that makes sense.
like, yeah, I can see that. I can see that.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure. This is all okay, but still though. What else?
Yeah,
Oh,
the dude Billy talks about like things that he's seen during the military
yeah,
that they've
and
taken him to places that he didn't know, and that nobody listens to him and his comrades that were there with him because they were all people of color, and apparently the military did that on purpose.
yeah, and after that they get another call from an elderly woman that they go
Yep,
and visit her, and
she lives in the same town,
and she talks more what's actually going on.
and she tells one of the best like it's a full I think like 3 or 4 minutes where the camera just stays on her, and she fucking nails that monologue.
Also, I want to point out that the most impressive thing in the movie was that I call it the evil dead shot throughout
Oh,
the whole
the one where it actually shows you the scale of the town.
everything,
You
and
can
it goes
actually
down
see how
to
small the town is and how close everything is. It goes
it's
from
the
yeah,
it's the evil dead shot. It's there for a purpose, and it also ends up in the school where they're playing the ball game. And
Sam
you can
Raimi on
see
a
the
bike.
ball game,
Yeah,
and you can see the whole the ball game.
yeah.
It's
It
pretty
goes
pretty
from
fucking.
Face House, goes inside the stadium, goes around the court, goes up the stairs, goes through the back, outside, through a field, and then it ends at the radio station where Everett is just smoking outside.
I think it was made with a those fucking robots. Jesus.
I think in the back behind the scenes they talked how they mixed like a person pushing it on like a system they developed plus a drone plus
Yeah,
like other things. It's almost seamless the way they did it.
yeah. I think it was mostly drawn though,
Yeah,
specifically parts. But when it was on the streets, it was definitely pushed.
yeah. It's fucking gorgeous, honestly. Like it's It's if you like watching films for how they're made, you just look at that shot and you go, huh?
Fucking impressive for 17 days of work. Gonna
Is it
say
just
that much.
17?
17, yeah.
Fuck me.
Yeah, that's fucking impressive. And and they go on. I think they go to Everett's parents. They play the sound in the car while she has a kid that her cousin was babysitting, but then the cousin disappeared, and she took the kid and ran. Because at this point, weird shit started going on. It's obviously the aliens.
Yeah.
And
But
they play
nobody
the sound.
refers to them as aliens. She's like, the people in the sky.
Yeah, the pimp on the sky. And the thing is, and they play the sound to the parents, and the parents just fucking zone off. It's like, then it kind of hits them that maybe the aliens have been down here before, and they were part of it, and they
Yeah.
saw stuff. And now the squirrel story makes sense because it was actually not a squirrel, but that's besides the point because it was actually them fucking up with things, and they pretended it was a squirrel.
Yeah, because they talk about like
It's
such a tight script that everything kind of comes back to something that somebody has said, even if it's just a throwaway little. It's like the old lady says the people from the sky have been here before, or however many years they come back. They take people and they mess with people's minds, which is great because the squirrel story now again makes sense because you get it within the first 5 minutes of the film, and every other person is talking about the fucking squirrel. But yeah, and they're like,
yeah,
go on.
and the weird part follows up because they end up in a field.
Yeah,
Only the recorder, the baby, and them, and the whole fucking the spaceship appears, and it's
which looks,
amazing.
it's CGI and it looks fucking great.
Yes, and here comes the weirdest part. So it hits you up at that point because the game finishes, and you're like, so one basketball game, this whole thing transpired, and no one fucking noticed it
Well,
at all.
that's the whole idea. That's why the old lady was like, the old lady's like, they don't go to big cities because everybody's everywhere. They come to small towns like here where everybody's a fucking bigot and they're all converging into the one spot. So she's like, they're all gonna get taken tonight.
Hmm.
So you guys better give him this thing my son said, and he didn't get taken the first time. So go recite that to them. But what ends up happening? She plays it in the car while their friends are driving them, and their friends zone out and nearly crash the car.
Yeah, and they're in the field.
Yeah.
And they see the ship, and they get taken. And there's a fucking amazing shot of only the recorder being left behind.
Yep.
The next people to find. Also, the story kind of reminds me of the Roanoke disappearance. In a sense, if that makes any sense.
Roanoke disappearance. Oh, the lost colony. Yeah.
Yeah. Because, I mean, when you think about it, it kind of ends up with the same thing with everybody just gets taken and no one knows what the fuck went
Just
on.
vanishing into same
Yeah.
like the Malaysian airplane, just vanishing into thin air.
And that one was obviously aliens. But it's a really good movie. I really enjoyed what I saw.
She even said there's a lead up to that to where she's like, I chased my son into the field, and all that was left was his footprints, and then he was gone. And it's the exact same here where you just see their footprints up to the recorder and they're gone, which also means they saved the city too,
Kinda.
because they keep saying that the sound that gets played, because it's a few different sounds, is that the aliens are communicating, because Billy says that some of the sounds were recorded from further away from Sputnik, because obviously the commies have to get involved, and some of the or have to get mentioned because it's the 50s, and some of the other sounds happened like underground and some happened overground. And I think there's a pretty good underlining of it because they keep playing the sound, don't they? Both Everett and Faye play the sound. And I think the aliens take them because the aliens think they're communicating with them. If you think about it. Because nobody else hears the sound apart from them. And they keep playing it back. So it's like the aliens are like, oh, we're taking these. They keep playing the sound, so we're going to take them. And not only that, but they take the little kid too.
Oh, yeah.
They take the sister.
So, for next week, kind of
Yes.
gonna cheat on this, but this is a what could have been moment.
Oh.
You're gonna watch Uncut Gems.
Oh.
This is literally what could have been.
Do I have to watch Uncut Gems?
Yes, you will, and
I've been
you will
avoiding it.
you will, and you will appreciate it because this is literally a what could have been. Because apparently, Hotel Transylvania fucking 5 or whatever the fuck number is has been
3.
announced for next year.
4 then. It's gonna be 4. Because all 3 of those films are pretty enjoyable. I'll say that.
Honestly, I don't care.
Oh yeah, now that you said, yeah, the movie was filmed in 3 or 4 weeks and only cost $700,000.
Mm-hmm.
And
Cheap.
it's cheap for Hollywood, and it also looks better than most films. And it's acted well, and it's put together well, and whoever said it's boring and it should have been 25 minutes is a fucking idiot, because the movie builds atmosphere and it relies on characters more than anything. But it's the same as what we talked about last week, where people are like, it's boring, nothing much happens. I'm like, that's not what that's about. Just shut the fuck up. It's this, like a person said that there's long scenes of characters talking, and they don't attribute anything to the plot, and it doesn't make sense. And that same person gives a lot of Tarantino films great reviews, even though those films have the same.
Wow. So, if you're gonna watch that movie specifically to see what could have been, you're gonna see Adam Sandler actually acting for once. You're gonna appreciate the fact that he can actually act.
No, he's a good actor. I've always said it.
But you can see him, and this is the what could have been.
Oh.
If the bastard decided to actually make movies for once in his entire life, like Uncut Gems, we would be having a different conversation here.
Okay.
And I want you to appreciate how actually good he can be for once.
I shall watch the Sandler.
Not a tool, not a moron, just good acting.
I shall watch him not cut the gems.
Trust me, you're gonna watch the movie and gonna appreciate everything you see in it.
Okay. It's on Netflix, isn't it?
Think so, maybe. I'm not sure.
Let's have a quick look.
Yeah, and this is a movie that should be talked more, because the fact that Adam Sandler's acting is one of them. How good the movie actually is.
Okay.
How some people should probably rethink their fucking careers. Not just him.
Yeah, it's on Netflix.
In general. It's the same as Vince Vaughn.
He can act.
He can act.
Yeah.
When he decides to act, because he has done some really good movies, like Bro and Cell Block 99. It's a good movie.
Yeah.
There's plenty of other good movies, but he decides to stay on fucking shitty comedies, and he can pull off a decent shitty comedy once in a while. But just please act. You're better than this.
You can do better, please. Please. Cool. So Uncut Gems.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. It's not exactly a hidden gem, haha. But yeah, if you're saying that what could have been thing, I will give it a watch.
I mean, this is literally what could, because people really need to talk about this movie a bit more. From the way it's shot, from the way it's the things that portrayed, all of it is just really good, like genuinely really good.
Okay.
With actors that genuinely you don't expect them to put in a good performance. This is why people just like Hotel Transylvania, because they can't see Adam Sandler's face.
No, but the Hotel Transylvania are made by Genji Tartakovsky, who's the guy behind Samurai Jack.
I mean, yes, but also you don't see Adam Sandler's face.
True. They're great films, honestly. They're really fun family films.
I swear, it's like the moment you see Adam Sandler's face, you're like, oh god, this is gonna be a shitty movie, isn't it? Yeah.
That is also true.
I think that it's the same as when you realize that Tom Cruise was in Tropic Thunder. It's like, oh,
it's a lot more people in Tropic Thunder than you might. It's him. It's Jack Black's in it. Tom Cruise is in it.
Well, yeah, I mean,
Robert Downey Jr. is in it.
Oh yeah, we were talking about Tom Cruise, but it's the same thing. It's like people don't realize he's there, and the moment they realize, they're like, oh, that's why I like that character so much. That intensity, it makes absolute perfect sense. You're like, yep.
Yep. Speaking of Tom Cruise, before I flew to Bulgaria at the airport, I watched Mission Impossible Fallout.
Meh.
It's got great action, that film.
It's meh. Oh yeah, before I forget, Carl Jobs has a new a new video. You should watch it. You're gonna enjoy the stupidity.
Carl
Jobs.
Jobst.
He has come up a few times because I watch his content. He's talking
Ah.
about Voldemort, the Voldemort of speedrunning.
Oh, okay.
We don't mention his name because we're gonna get into a lawsuit.
The dumbest lawsuit in video game history. That's his. Okay. Oh God.
Trust me.
He's the dude that debunks.
Wait, no, he doesn't debunk.
Well, he
You don't
talks
need to
about
debunk.
fake
No, he talks a
speedruns
lot about
and
speedrunning in
yeah.
general, not just debunks. No one fucking debunks shit. The whole fucking community is based on that. People police their own communities.
They should.
Well, yeah. He just talks about the general speedrunning because he's a speedrunner himself. At least used to be. I don't think he is anymore.
Yes.
But yeah, I mean, it's a great video to see fucking the modern day, the boogeyman. No, but genuinely, if we mention his name, we'll probably get into a lawsuit.
I'm
Like,
not going to mention anyone. I'm going to watch this. I'm going to go make food in a second. Put this on the TV and just watch it.
and just fucking hit your forehead repeatedly with a slap because fucking reasons.
Obviously.
This is so stupid. Okay,
Okay.
this is us for this
This is
week.
us for this week. I'm gonna play us. Thanks people for tuning in, watching, listening. We've had a few listeners and stuff, so that's good. And we shall see you all next week on the Voices from Behind podcast. Where's my intro? There it is. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Stay safe. Keep listening and watching and shit. And okay. Bye. Okay. Transition. There we go.